Hi there. My name is Scott Marker, and I'm the franchise owner of Network in Action, which is based out of Houston, Texas. I'm the first one here in the Treasure Valley, Idaho. It's a once a month professional networking group that we just try to help each other grow our businesses. And as part of that, I put together this podcast called Treasure Valley QuickTips. And what I'm trying to do is bring in local experts in their field to share some of their knowledge with others here in the Valley. To make things easier on them and make better choices by talking to people that are experts in the field. So today I have Kory. So Kory, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, Scott. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah. So my name is Kory McCain, like Scott said, and I lead a small group of realtors. We call ourselves Grounded Realty Group with eXp Realty. So we are kind of a small team here locally who focus on providing excellent customer service to our clients, many of whom are moving to the area. As many of our listeners know, Treasure Valley is kind of a hot spot for people to move to in the Boise area. So, we focus on really helping our clients. We focus a lot on people relocating to the area, and this helping even the local homeowners here sell their house and get top dollar to some of those people that are relocating here.
Perfect. Yeah, right now, again, I'm like third generation Idahoan, and every time I think I've seen, another, housing, market, like houses everywhere and growth,
Yeah.
I'm never amazed. Like, again, I'm amazed again that it's even bigger than the last one. And so it just to me, I'm like, and plus I'm not in the industry. I'm kind of observing, I've bought in one house and sold it and bought one other house. That's about my experience. But that experience in itself, which you'll talk about today, made me learn why it's important to hire the right people. If I didn't. So what here in the Treasure Valley, I mean, it is just crazy how fast prices are going up on homes. So what from your expertise, what do you see? Because I'm sure some people are going, oh boy, it's going up. Is it gonna go way down again or something? And I've been hearing that for a year. So what do you think, Kory?
Yeah, so I mean, the Boise market has just been on an incredible run. It's been appreciating just double digits for the last 3, 4, 5 years. So we've just had an incredible run. It's gained popularity kind of throughout the United States. Is just an amazing area for people who love the outdoors. As you know, there's tons of hiking, mountain biking, skiing super close, fishing right in town. So we've kind of gotten this good press with just how great and affordable Boise is. And so with that, the housing market's definitely gone up. And just in the last few months, ever since kind of the pandemic has started and people are trying to, it seems like, escape some of these more urban areas to some of the smaller cities. Our markets has gone up like crazy. So we have some of the lowest inventory that we've ever had. This last year, this last month, 450 homes available in the entire county. And then new construction is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And as someone who lives here, and when you drive around, you see new construction everywhere. Yeah. And they just can't keep up with the demand. So, I definitely see Boise continuing to grow. There's just so much interest from people outside the area looking to move here. And I mean, I don't think many people out there would disagree who currently live here, but it's just an awesome place to live. It's a great place for families, a great place to start a business with groups like this, with Network in Action. Just very business friendly community here. We love supporting small businesses and, with the outdoor activities and everything. I do picture it continuing to draw more and more people to the area, keeping the market hot, in my opinion, for the next several years.
Perfect. Yeah, I've heard that before too. So you're talking about coming from out of the area. I know. Tell us a little bit about your experience moving here.
Yeah. Well, so I'm one of those lovely Californians that.
Hey, just real quick, I want to let you know, there's a lot of us that aren't down on Californians, because the way I look at it is your community or your state is shrinking or growing, and so I'd rather have people moving here and helping us, help our economy than the other way. So, I welcome you.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, many times, there's pros and cons for a growing community, but oftentimes they bring, jobs and money and thing to the community. And, we've been very blessed here to see a lot of that. And I'm one of those people that relocated here a few years ago. I think I beat a little bit of the rush that we've seen recently, but we were just looking for a better place for our family. I have 3 young girls, and we were able to get a little bit of property out here. It's just been awesome to see them run around and kind of have a different lifestyle than what we would have had in California. And, I think that's one reason people are drawn to this area. And, I get clients all the time, or people I meet who are out here visiting, who really want to know how that experience is, because it's definitely a different lifestyle than what many people experience on the West Coast. And, I've come to really enjoy it and love it, and I don't regret it one bit. And everyone talks about the winters out here. When people come out, there's always the snowmageddon, which I'm sure you remember the snow.
Oh yeah. That was the craziest thing I'd seen since I've been here. One other time in my life as a kid, but not like that. So that was a rarity. I mean, that's,
So, the winters are pretty mild out here, and the summers are great because the mountains are so close to escape to. It's really not bad at all. So those are always kind of the 2 main things, like how was it moving and how bad are the winters? And, it's a little cold out right now, but it's sunny, and, that makes all the difference in my opinion.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm sure that helps you to help others moving here too, your expertise, because you're not just helping people, you've been there and done that. Moved here.
Yeah, it's definitely been beneficial just to kind of walk people through. And, I even have moving companies. Like I had all the quotes that I got from different moving companies. And, there's some that are better than others, or some that, everyone can drive a U-Haul out here, but there's even where you're not taking the icy roads or going over the passes and everything, driving a U-Haul. And so it's good to kind of know all those options. And I've gone through it all too.
That's awesome. So when it comes to investing in real estate, that's a big topic right now. It has been for a while, but people keep thinking, is there any, so what's your experience on what's, is it still a good opportunity to invest here in the Treasure Valley? And if so, what type of things would you recommend to somebody buying?
Sure. Yeah.
Investing in, right?
Yeah. Thanks for asking, because we do definitely do a lot of residential real estate, but we also work with a lot of investors, both local and people from out of state. And there's a lot of options out here for investors for sure. I kind of specialize in the 1 to 4 units. There's commercial agents that do bigger than that, but like small multifamily, there's lots of options out there where you could get something like a duplex, 4plex, where you're able to get and capture some of those great rents that we have here and the high rental demand from so many people here, and pay your mortgage. And then at the same time, kind of tap into some of that appreciation that we've been seeing, the double-digit appreciation over the last few years. So there's lots of great options for investors out here. Single family, again, you can't go wrong. The appreciation helps with that, but with the rental market and such high demand, very low vacancy. So you're able to get some nice cash flow in most cases, or maybe even rehab the house a little bit and tap into some of that equity that you create. And, if you're holding it for the long term, there's all those tax benefits that come with it. You get to capture the appreciation. And we even partner with a few local companies out here like Mountain West IRA, who specialize in, and they're really great resource to use your IRA or your 401k. And so you can get connected with them, actually invest in real estate using your 401k that, otherwise is just sitting in stocks. And stock market's been pretty good recently, but you never know. It's up and down, and it can give you a heart attack. So,
or maybe diversify,
Yeah.
Take some out and get a property and try it out, and see how it goes for you. But the real estate market, the last time it went way up and then it went down. I always said, I wish I would have bought when it went down, because it's like now it's back 3 times higher than it was. So it's like, it's like anything over time, they just keep going up.
Yeah.
There are going to be some dips, but long term, real estate seems to be hanging in there for an investment.
Yeah, I wish we all would have bought houses in 2010, like 10 of them.
That's what I was thinking. So,
yeah.
Hey, I always try to what's a piece of wisdom you could give to people looking to buy or sell their homes right now, just from your experience? And like you said, you train other realtors and people helping them buy and sell homes. So, what's a piece of wisdom, if you're going to get like the top 1 or 2, what would you recommend to people?
Yeah. So, I mean, my top recommendation is here in the Treasure Valley, there's tons and tons of realtors, and there's a lot of thousands of realtors, thousands of lenders, lots of people in the real estate industry. And my advice to every person out there looking to do a real estate transaction, whether it's buy or sell or even refinance, is to hire a professional. There's a lot of people that do it professionally, are really good at their craft, and they're experts in the field. And my recommendation for anyone is to make sure you hire an expert, whether it be me or another real estate professional out there who is doing this full time and doing a lot of transactions and has a great team. In any real estate transaction, it's more than just the realtor. There's lenders involved, inspectors, title companies. And so you want to make sure to hire someone that has a great team in place, especially if you're moving from out of state to the area. You can't be here, boots on the ground every step of the way. You need someone you trust to help you through that process. And, my team at Grounded Realty Group definitely can do that. But there's a few other professionals here in the Treasure Valley who do a great job as well. So I just definitely recommend you reach out to someone who's doing a lot of volume, who can help you walk through the process every step of the way.
Yeah, that's great advice, because I'm not in the industry, it just dawned on me when you said that. I'm like, okay, I live here, right? And it's not good to trying to coordinate all this stuff. But if I'm moving here, that's when it'd be someone coming to you, because you have like a team of a lender, the inspectors, and all those, maybe a staging company, all these different moving companies. You can kind of coordinate that for them. And it kind of, when you said it, it was like, oh, well, yeah, it's super important if you're moving here from another state and you don't have boots on the ground here. So then come to you and say, hey, what do you think? And you can kind of coordinate it. So that's awesome advice. Like I said, it makes sense if you're here, right? Of course it does, but it even makes more sense if you don't know anybody here. It's like who can you trust?
Yeah. And we have people all the time these days buying houses that they've never seen. Like they're just looking at the 3D tour and videos that send them. And, it's our job to give them an honest representation of what the property looks like. If we sell it that it's the greatest thing ever and it backs up to the 84 freeway, they're not going to be all that happy more often than not. So it's important to get a team that you trust. So you know what you're buying as best you can. And at the end of the day, you walk away happy.
Yeah. Again, it's important here. Yes. But out of state, man, does that make total sense? Because you have to rely on a good team here. If you're not, because you just, and then with the travel restrictions right now and stuff like that, it makes it even more important to go with a team like yours. So, hey, I really, really appreciate it, Kory. I think the listeners to this will definitely get a few pieces of advice, and I've listened to other realtors before, and you've made some great points that I just haven't really thought about before, especially coming here from out of state. So thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
All right. I appreciate it too.
Hey, thanks again. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.